Are the people around you discouraging you from starting a business? Then please show them this video to change their mind. Hey, this is Jyotsna Ramachandran from Home Entrepreneur TV. Our society is filled with a lot of negative beliefs when it comes to entrepreneurship. The minute you tell somebody that you're going to start your business, they'll tell you all kinds of things like it takes a lot of investment to start a business, you need a lot of money, and it is too risky, you might lose all the money that you put in. Or they may tell you things like you'll have to put double the effort as compared to your employee days. But most of these things are not true. I have started 4 businesses so far, and I can tell you that by far my book publishing business has been the most successful because of the online nature of my business. Now, what is an online business? An online business is very similar to any other kind of business. The only difference is that whatever product or service that you're going to sell, it's going to be sold online using the internet. So based on my experience, let me share with you the 5 facts that make online businesses so amazing. Fact number 1, you do not need too much of an investment. I started Happy Self-Publishing with just $150, which went towards buying the domain name happyselfpublishing.com and then buying the hosting for the website and then creating a very basic logo design. And I designed the website myself because I knew how to do it. But if you don't have to worry, because these days you can get your website designed for as less as $500, which is what? Like buying an iPhone. I think if you're serious enough about starting your online business, I'm sure you will save that amount of money, right? The second fact is that you do not need employees. When I started, it was just me and another part-timer. Now that the business has grown to a certain level, I have 15 people in my team, but none of them are my employees. They're all freelancers working from different parts of the world. I think that's a very great setup for anybody who's starting out. So when you're starting, it just has to be you don't need anybody else. But as you grow, as you want to scale up, you might want to add these freelancers and maybe interns into your team until you are comfortable enough to pay people full-time salaries. The third fact is that you don't need an office space. A lot of people spend a lot of money because they think that they need an office to start a business. They spend time in finding the place, they then have to give a huge advance amount to block the space, and then they have to pay a monthly rent, and to top it all they have to maintain the space. I think that's a huge amount of money that goes into the business. But when it comes to an online business, you don't need any of these because your customers are going to find you online through your website, you're going to meet them on Skype, and you're going to get paid via PayPal. So having a physical space is not at all required. The fourth fact I want to share with you is that you don't need to be tech savvy to start your online business. A lot of people get intimidated by this word called internet and online and stuff like that. But I think if you have the knowledge to operate your email, or if you know how to work on Facebook, that's good enough to start an online business. Yes, there are some technical things involved, but for that you can always hire freelancers who are web developers and others. So when you start the business, you don't have to know much, but as you grow the business, I'm sure automatically you will start learning a lot of things. The fifth fact I want to share with you is that you don't need too much of time to start an online business. A lot of people think that business involves a lot of their time, so they have to leave their job and then they have to start the business, which really scares a lot of people. But when it comes to an online business, you don't have to do that. You can start your business while you're working at your job and simultaneously grow the business, and then eventually you can, quit the job. So it gives you a kind of a runway before the business takes off, and then you can leave your job. My advice to people is to spend at least 1 or 2 hours every single day while you're working at some other job to start your online business. Now, if you tell me that you don't have 2 hours of time every day, then I would suggest you to stop watching TV and other things that you do for entertainment and focus on your business. So those were the 5 facts I wanted to share with you. Number 1, you don't need too much of an investment. Number 2, you do not need employees. Number 3, you don't need an office space. Number 4, you don't have to be tech savvy. And number 5, you don't need too much of time to start this business. I'm sure these 5 points would have empowered you with a lot of positive thoughts to start your business. And with respect to other people who are trying to pull you down, don't bother about them because it's a waste of time trying to explain to everybody. I think the best way to make an impact and change this world is through our action and the results we produce. All the very best. I'll see you next week with yet another video. Meanwhile, like this video, please post your comments below that, subscribe to our channel and share it if you like it. Thank you.